is playing this like some kind of God fantasy. Like you get to be God and tell people, like, it's time for you to pee now.
No, I mean, I could see why you'd think that, and you know that I have a God complex anyway, but ultimately, the reason I play is because I can make a character who looks the way I wish I looked, who dated and married the people I wish I could date and marry, who could have unlimited finances and pay their bills and never have, stress-induced high blood pressure.
Amy, you don't speak Simlish.
I do. Wabbadow, thank you. Thank you.
Welcome to the I Hate Critics 1995 podcast. I'm professional film critic Sean Patrick. Amy's here.
I am professional Amy here. That's me.
MJ's not here.
Once again, we were going to do this last week, and then MJ didn't show up. So getting the feeling that MJ doesn't really enjoy the podcast.
Damn Gen Zers.
I said that.
With their fluid sexuality.
Their liberal politics. Their love of other people. Their stupid compassion. Oh, wait. No, that's true. I love them. Yeah. So, without them, I still have to talk about our sponsor.
Who's our sponsor?
Well, it's actually just my sponsor. His name is Tim Sims. And, it's like 2 days sober. That's pretty good. Thanks, Tim. I really appreciate it. So we are sponsored by Tim Sims, my sponsor.
You don't even get a chip for that.
I don't. Because really...
Is that 30 days?
I think it's 30 days. Yeah. Surprisingly. But thanks, Team Sims. Good old Team Sims.
We'll get to him later.
Will we?
Because we've got to get to the 1995 Academy Awards first.
Oh, no.
The Academy Awards were recently held. Anora won everything as it should, which is was nice. It was good to see a year where the actual good movie wins an award as opposed to 1995, where a very, very bad movie won too many awards.
Oh, God. We just watched it last weekend. I can't even remember what that bad movie was.
Forrest Gump.
Oh, guys, if you listened to us with last year's podcast, you heard us talk about Forrest Gump, and Sean's still very angry at that movie.
I just really hate it. A lot. It's just so insulting. It's just the most insulting film.
And it's nothing against Papa Hanks, because we love Papa Hanks. It's not him. It's just not a good movie.
It's just really a terrible film.
Yeah.
It's just god-awful in so many different ways.
Yeah.
Mostly in the writing.
Oh, here's a question. If you put Mrs. Doubtfire next to Forrest Gump, which one would you have to pick?
I mean, we made it all the way through Forrest Gump, so I think that one has to...
That's true. We had to shut Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire ranks only next to Surf Ninjas in movies we couldn't actually finish.
It's up there. God damn. Well, fuck that movie, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mrs. Doubtfire did not win an Oscar.
No.
Although Junior almost did.
Which is so fucked. It's such a terrible... Okay, just because you have Emma Thompson in your movie doesn't mean it gets an Oscar. I mean, it should. She's wonderful. But I feel like that's the only... She gave that film cred. And it's a terrible film.
Would you stop talking about the Oscar-nominated movie Junior like that? Show some respect.
It was just for Patti Smythe's song, which she performed. Which, wow! And I get it. I do want to say too, watching the Oscars from '95, it was kind of fun.
How does an award show that hands out an award for sound justify the way this sounds? Because all of the musical performances, like Randy Newman and even Elton John, like the Lion King bit, like it all sounded terrible.
Oh, it was awful.
and to make Patti Smythe sound that way was just mean. She's
cool.
already singing a shitty song from Junior.
Yeah,
you could at least let her sound good.
Yeah, imagine being Patti Smythe and going, "Oh, I have to go on the Oscars. Oh, that's so cool. I'm singing a song for Junior." Oh, dude, that's embarrassing. Sorry, man.
Yeah. European music magazine was talking about this, and the critic said, "Look what a medical experiment can do" would be a better title. The theme song to Junior is just a normal film ballad, but not as kitschy.
A normal film ballad.
Ugh. Isn't that just the high praise is what that is. High praise.
Yeah, I'm the one that wrote that normal film ballad that you heard. That's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, that oh my God. The fucking, is it Randy Newman?
Oh,
I can't with him. He's like nails on a chalkboard for me. It's weird because like,
is this wait, hang on. Is this because of short people? Is it because that song haunts you?
Not gonna lie, kind of a dick move. But then if you listen to short people though, he's actually kind of on our side, which is nice. Hey, great, thank you. I appreciate the solidarity, dude. But just stop singing. You don't have to sing at all. You could just produce people. I mean, I'm sure you're really good at that. Just do that. Just don't sing ever again.
His voice is unique.
Left, right. We always thinking of Family Guy. Always thinking of Family Guy on that one.
Well, yeah, greatest roast of all time.
Absolutely, it was. It was a great moment. Tiresome. Loathsome.
Music was a big part of this Academy Award broadcast because it sounded like shit, but also because of there was a legend who was honored at this particular Academy Awards, and a legend by the name of Quincy Jones. Weirdly enough, 30 years later, he's in the in memoriam.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. And was it? Oh, you were actually, when we were walking up things about Quincy Jones, some of the
I wanted to know, maybe, kinda, but also just like the single most honest human being on the planet. Like,
some of the shit he said, like you're reading it.
Does not give a fuck.
Oh my God.
Was meeting with the Pope and he talked about the Pope's shoes and he says, he's got some pimp shoes on. Oh, man.
I wish he was my dad.
Refused to work with Elvis.
Yep.
Because he was stealing black music, and said that basically anytime he ever saw Elvis was because it was Otis Blackwell was teaching him how to sing.
They worked together. Like, that's wild to me.
He talking about the Beatles, he said that Paul was the worst bass player I ever heard, and Ringo, don't even talk about it. I remember once we were in the studio and George Martin and Ringo had taken 3 hours for a 4-bar thing he was trying to fix on a song and he couldn't get it. So I called in Ronnie Verrell, a jazz drummer, and he did it in 15 minutes.
Well, I mean, okay, sorry, but when it comes to Quincy Jones, the man has an ear. He knows what sounds good. Yeah, I guess like to him, it's like, sorry, not sorry for any of that. Can't really blame him.
Talked about Marlon Brando. If you have not heard this one,
this will be new to all of you.
This might be new for some people and it might be uncomfortable for things. So Marlon Brando would, quote, fuck anything. He'd fuck a mailbox. James Baldwin, Richard Pryor, Marvin Gaye.
Which, after we heard this, we're like, wait a second. Did he mean like fuck? Or did he mean...
That's what he meant.
Like, well...
Richard Pryor's wife confirming the rumor to TMZ that Richard was actually always open about his bisexuality and just, most people just didn't want to talk about it. So yeah,
I love that, actually.
Marlon Brando banged James Baldwin, Richard Pryor, and Marvin Gaye.
That's... Wow.
Good for you, man. Do your thing.
Do your thing, but, what pisses me off is that, there's people like big names like this that, I don't know, so many gay people could have had a better life if more people spoke out. You've got a platform and you don't say anything. That's just me being nitpicky, but it's true.
It's true.
So, but fuck, I did not know that about Brando at all. But then again, Brando's so fucking weird. I never really knew anything.
He was an odd guy.
He was a very odd guy.
Very strange.
Yeah.
The whole Maria Schneider thing, I don't even want to go into that.
No. It's just, yeah.
Quincy Jones dated Ivanka Trump.
I still don't understand
He was
this.
72 and she was 24.
That's so weird. That's so weird, right? Like, that's so weird.
Yeah, younger than his kids.
Yeah, I was going to say, because, like, Rashida's our age.
the president was like, "She's pretty hottie, Quincy. Hey, I'd do her if I could, Quincy.
She's my daughter. I can't do her. You fucking
They won't let me.
piece of shit. Oh, God. I hate it. I hate all of it. Make it stop.
She had the most beautiful legs I ever saw. Wrong father, though.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
You dropped your crown, King. Oh, here you are. Man. Wow.
Wrong father. Yes.
So yeah, I mean, I disagree with him about the Beatles, but he knows music better than I do. I'm not saying he's wrong.
No,
I'm saying I enjoy what Ringo does.
And personally speaking, yeah, I do too. So, again,
there is no wrong opinion when it comes to music.
No.
I can't understand people who look at other people and go, "Have you ever played an instrument? Then you can't listen to music. You get an opinion." Yes, I do, actually.
Yes, I do.
Actually, I get to like music all I want and talk about it all I want, regardless.
Yeah. It's kind of my thing. I don't really play an instrument, but I know a lot about it. So I guess fuck off. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah. And I don't think Quincy would necessarily tell anybody that
no.
You're not allowed to have an opinion of music.
No.
It's like a film critic. It's like I always say, I actually just republished this article recently where I'm talking about there's nothing. Somebody posted that they didn't understand how people could tell the difference between a good movie and a bad movie. And it's because it's subjective. It's up to you whether it's good or bad. You have to decide that. It's not up to anybody else. No one can tell you what a good movie is or a bad movie is. I can sit here and tell you that I think, Godfather 1 and 2 are brilliant, but if you don't connect with them, they're not good to you.
Right.
And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You're not wrong. I'm not right.
You just have bad taste.
we just have different
You're just
taste.
wrong. No.
When it comes to a film critic, yes, I've put in a lot more work than most people have to understand how films work, how films are made, how, the technical quality of it.
Right.
But my opinion is not more important than somebody else's. I mean, I'm on podcasts with people who are not film critics, and we're on the same level. We're having a very level conversation. I can bring a little bit more, knowledge here and there, but it doesn't make me any more right. No. And in the end, the emotional connection that you make to a movie is your emotional connection, and that's really what matters.
That's true. That's true.
Speaking of emotional connections, let's talk about David Letterman.
Let's.
David Letterman, legend, genius, one of the greats.
Yeah.
Hosted the 1995 Oscars. He's called it the worst night of his life.
Which, okay. I disagree, but go ahead. I disagree with his opinion. He's wrong about his own opinion.
He wasn't happy with it. He wasn't happy doing it. I don't think it's necessarily his crowd.
Yeah. Well, no. But I mean, the nice thing about him being the host was that we got some of his show elements. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stupid pet tricks. We got
the taxi bit.
The taxi. Oh, that was great. And then the top 10. I love the top 10. For my money, I would say that he did a fantastic job. And again, we just had for the 2025, we had Conan.
And
Conan was fucking brilliant. Yep,
yeah,
absolutely. So
it's rare. I mean, I think this is the first time in years I haven't heard one person complain about the host of the Oscars.
It's true. It's so true. I'm like, oh, that was awful. No, Conan killed it.
Every year, somebody just is just complaining, bitching about and I think it actually, it wasn't it was relatively recent too. Like, it maybe Whoopi Goldberg, I think, got some shit when she hosted.
Of course she did.
But she's a black woman.
Yep.
So that's probably part of her why.
Yep.
Because otherwise she did not do a bad job.
A woman? Okay.
She just got a lot of stick because people didn't want a black woman hosting the Oscars.
Yeah.
Billy Crystal was never criticized. Not one time. No. Everybody loved Billy. I still
love Billy, but yeah.
Some of his stuff was super cheesy, but I guess it was fitting enough.
Right.
But it really, the attacks on hosts ever since Letterman, I feel like that's become a yearly thing to do, is attack the host.
Right. Well, and we were talking about that Oprah thing.
Yeah.
And again, if you're younger and you listen to this podcast, A, thank you. Also, what the fuck? And then 3, this Oprah thing. So in the 1995 Oscars, Dave makes a joke. We've got Uma Thurman sitting up here. We got Oprah Winfrey sitting here. And he just kept doing it like, Oprah. And he just it's something stupid that he wanted to do.
Yeah.
This joke became so like blown out of proportion. Like people were writing like editorial pieces on this, and I'm like, it's not even that stupid. It's Goofy Dave.
Yeah.
But that stayed with him. Like there was actually like number 5, Dave Letterman, the Uma Oprah thing. Like I can hear like Watch
the
Mojo
video.
like that. I mean, but it is. It's like that's just wild. That's just wild. To
Well,
me.
and Davis talked about this, and he says now that he thought it could have been better executed. The problem was that like he didn't quite exactly know where Oprah and Uma were to each other.
Okay.
And so like the timing of the bit was off because he's having to go to the end of the stage and find one and find the other. And then he's not getting help by the director, who is not cutting to their reaction shots. Like he's supposed to be cutting from Dave to the reaction shots to capture them. And they do get a couple of them, but they're late. So the director is not keeping up with him. Dave's doing this thing is almost because Dave wants to make it appear like it's off the cuff, not something that they've practiced before, because that's kind of his thing. But obviously parts of this were set up, but also like you're the director. You should be able to keep up with your host. Like you should be ready for this.
Right.
Like you've already got cameras in the audience capturing, things. Why not? Hey, go capture Uma and Oprah's faces for this bit that Dave's doing. And he didn't.
And he didn't.
he just totally let him down.
It kind of feels like, yeah, you set him up to fail there. But, again, it didn't bother me. Like, the show just went on each time. Big deal. By the way, everybody looked fabulous. In 1995, I forget how much of the style from then has really come back 30 years later, because I'm seeing all these, like, the haircuts and certain things. I was really impressed. I think Sharon Stone, just looked phenomenal. Jodie Foster, like just, again, just beautiful, beautiful people. And then we had Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, which I fucking love so much. One of the dumbest jokes that Letterman had that I loved though was Liz Gardner, isn't it Gardner? Liz Gardner from, who designed the dresses for Priscilla.
Yeah.
She showed up in the credit card dress. Now, this was a big fucking deal, this dress. And people have gone on to wear it like years later. It's so cool.
Literally in a museum now.
Yeah, exactly. So Letterman comes back out and what does he say? He goes, this Gardner's dress just got declined or something.
Expired.
It expired. Like, that's brilliant.
We need to hurry up the show because Liz Gardner's dress expired.
It's fucking brilliant. It's a dumb joke. But it's so Letterman.
The dress was made entirely of actually already out
American
of date
Express gold goods. Yep. So cool. I loved that. I loved that kind of fashion back then.
I didn't love all the fashion though, and I like, for one thing, like Angela Bassett is one of the most beautiful women in the world, but what she chose to wear to the '95 Oscars was just not. It was not good.
Or what her stylist chose for her to wear.
Because she's incredibly attractive, and this was just not the best look for her that night.
Yeah,
but
I didn't like that look either.
The worst look is Keanu Reeves, though.
Oh, God. He got his hair chopped like the salad spinner. Like somebody just put it on his head and just like...
I swear to God, he did that himself. He did.
He
cut his own... Keanu Reeves cuts his own hair. I'm saying it now.
He said it. He said, he goes, and this was back in the day. He's like, I don't go to the barber. I just cut my own hair at home. And brother, it shows.
Yeah.
It was such an upsetting haircut. Like his bangs, like they couldn't decide. And he already has a cowlick anyway. So like some of it's kind of going up, but then some of it's like he's trying to do the Clooney, kind of bookends Julius Caesar haircut from like 96. It just, the bangs were all like this stair stepping down. Like
what you said with the salad thing, up right in the middle, it's cut, and then like on the other sides, it's cut differently. All on the side, all in the front of his head, right above his forehead. It's bizarre.
It is, but not like that. But like it's visibly upsetting. like you're looking at it, going, "What the fuck did you do?" It's
everyone's failed pandemic haircut.
Yes, 100%. It really is. I love you, Keanu, but man, that was awful. Don't do that again.
you've had a lot of praise for Letterman, but people were actually roasting Letterman during the show.
How?
Did you not pick Steve Martin? Literally roasted Letterman's monologue when he came out.
Oh, he didn't. Oh, that's right. Nope, you're right. I did. Yeah. But still, yeah, they were kind of being dicks to him.
I mean, Steve Martin, though. I mean, he pretty much takes every talk show host to task. I mean, ever since, like, Carson, like, I think, like, the one time he didn't, but, like, everybody else, like, did you see what him and Martin Short did to Jimmy Fallon? They just absolutely destroyed that man.
They did?
Oh my God. Yeah, like Martin Short, like, you know what's great about this show is that you're the best at pretending you give a damn about what we're saying.
Ouch.
You're just so wonderfully fake.
Oh my God. I love that. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. There's a video on YouTube this morning, something about Jimmy Fallon is evil, and I'm like, Jimmy Fallon's evil? So I watched it and I'm like, kinda, yeah. I mean, I get what you're saying, you know.
Does he mean to be? No, he doesn't mean to be evil.
I think it's just, I think he's just naive and a little greedy.
That's true.
Yeah. Jimmy Fallon and NFTs. Yeah, gross.
When he had Paris Hilton. They both got the same NFT. It was really cool.
Gross.
NFTs. Wait. Are they still a thing now?
What?
NFTs?
No, I don't know. They were complete scams. Totally rip off.
Fuck you, rich people.
Justin Bieber paid like $1.6 million for his NFT. It's worth, I think, $61,000 now, they say.
Oh my God.
Why is it still worth $61,000?
How?
Is it just associated with him, I guess? I don't know. It's like I've got a lock of his hair or something. Like,
I'd like to know.
I got Justin Bieber's NFT, man. Good for you. I don't know.
I don't know what you want me to say to that.
Why did anybody ever buy those? It's such a stupid. Hey, buy this thing that you can't actually have.
And that doesn't do anything. But the rich people seem to like it, so...
It doesn't even do anything.
It doesn't do anything. Like, you have like a QR code to go look at it. You know?
But only you can look at it.
But only you.
Well, no, you put it as if you make it your Twitter thing, you put it on it, and then you tell everybody, I've got an ape. And then everybody literally just steals it off your profile and makes it their picture, and then...
Screen capture.
Yeah. That's illegal. You're not supposed to do that.
Oh, no! I went to jail for screen capturing a picture of a cartoon ape. You know what I love? We're always talking about things that are happening now.
No,
we're getting into NFTs.
Yeah. In a minute, we're going to go back to Y2K.
We are. Yeah. Just wait. It's coming.
Jamie Lee Curtis also kind of took a swing at Letterman.
She did. Good for, and she was, you know what? That bitch has been feminist since day fucking one.
She hosted the Scientific and Technical Awards, and when she came out, she's Dave said it like that had to be fun, and she goes, "We're having a lot more fun than you are."
Oh, poor Dave.
And then Jamie Lee Curtis wraps it up by saying, "All the men and not one woman."
Yeah. Yes.
At the
because they were all nominated. It was all men that were nominated.
Yep.
And just the way she said it, and like she looked at the camera like she was just, you could just see it. It was beautiful. I love her so much.
So amazing. By the way, let's put something to bed, please. She did not get a Oscar for doing nothing. She's incredible in everything.
She's
everywhere.
Incredible. Yeah.
That's an amazing performance that absolutely deserved it. This idea that she won because of some sort of reward for years of work. This was not her gold watch. She's incredible in that movie.
Wow. What the fuck?
That's a thing. People keep saying it, and it's not true.
Well,
she was amazing in that movie.
I don't like people, so people can go fuck themselves. How about that?
So people don't talk much about live action short films. But 1995 gives you things to talk about when it comes to live-action short films because Doctor Who himself, Peter Capaldi, won an Oscar for directing a short film. I had no idea this actually happened.
Mm-hmm. I only did because when I was obsessed with Doctor Who, and by the way, Capaldi's one of my all-time favorite doctors. He just is fucking brilliant. I was reading like old articles, and plus like he'd done a lot of like shows that The Thick of It, which is so good. And one of my favorites is Vicar of Dibley, and he was on there. But like I read about that years ago. And I'm like, my God, he was at the Oscars. Like I watched that back then, not even knowing that guy that's standing up there giving, with this cute little Scottish accent, giving a cute little look at the camera. It's like, that was going to be Doctor Who later on. It was not called Doctor Who. He's going to be the doctor later.
It was Franz Kafka's It's a Wonderful Life, with starring Richard E. Grant.
It's so good.
Just the idea of combining Kafka and It's a Wonderful Life. It's just such a wonderfully mean combination of things. Kind of a very Scottish vibe going on there.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
And the other one that won is a film called Trevor. And the makers of Trevor then went on to create the Trevor Project, which again, these things wouldn't exist without this moment,
right?
You know,
and you could. By the way, and I've been on their mailing list. For like 10 years now. They're always doing something to help somebody. So you want to talk about one of the great organizations. The Trevor Project is just that. So that's amazing. Yeah, it's like I had no idea that that's even how it started. I had seen somebody talk about it on TV, and I'm like, oh, I need to be part of that.
Yeah.
So
it's just this wonderful little short film. A quirky, outgoing 13-year-old Trevor develops a crush on a boy at school. Trevor is a fan of the singer Diana Ross and wants to dress up as her for Halloween. He also enjoys acting and dancing in school plays. Trevor faces discrimination from both his parents and his friends, so often because he's so different.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what, if you know what the Trevor Project is all about, well, yeah. It's just, but it ends on such a wonderfully lovely note. Like it sounds like it's going somewhere very, very sad.
It could be dark, could be very dark.
And it does get dark, but then it ends on just this beautiful note.
Yeah.
And so you should see it for yourself. And of course, look more into the Trevor Project if you're not familiar with it.
Right.
I got to circle back to Jamie Lee Curtis for a moment because I made a note. So Letterman made a joke about Jamie Lee Curtis's breasts. And we're supposed to, what is that about? What is that about? So it turns out at the American Comedy Awards, like not all that long before the Academy Awards, Jamie Lee Curtis was presenting with John Lovitz. And so here's John. As for John Lovitz grabbing the breast of Jamie Lee Curtis at the American Comedy Awards, both admit that it was her idea.
Yeah.
We not only rehearsed this, but I asked her to show me exactly how she would like me to touch her breast. Lovitz wrote to Newsweek. What was not rehearsed was when she grabbed my groin. So in case you were trying to cancel John Lovitz, if you're thinking for a moment, he grabbed Jamie Lee Curtis's breast at an award show. It was her idea.
It was her idea.
It was a joke. It was a different time.
It was a different time. I don't know how many times I've been told on this very podcast to stop saying that. But it's true.
That's the joke.
I still like saying it, though. It's very funny to me.
Yeah. Jamie Lee Curtis just, winning again. Yeah. She just wins. She just comes back around and wins again.
It's a constant win for Jamie Lee Curtis, and I'm here for it. So,
Steven Seagal was at the Academy Awards?
Make that make sense, because I don't understand that. Why was he there?
Yeah, he was presenting. Why you would want Steven Seagal to present an award? The man's never won anything in his entire life.
It's one of the most important actors of our time, Steven Seagal.
One of the single most boring human beings on the planet, Steven Seagal.
Motherfucker. No, that was just irritating. It's like, you don't belong here. Get off the stage.
I wonder if Seagal introduced Putin and Trump, do you think? Because Seagal's been a Putin guy for years.
Oh, sure. And you also know he partied with Epstein, too.
Oh, man.
You know he did. Nobody spray paints their hair like that and didn't hang out with Epstein. I don't even, we have a lot of Seagal hate over here.
A lot.
Like a lot. So
Check out the dollop on Steven Seagal. It's pretty fucking great.
You can learn a lot over at the dollop.
So Letterman, again, I don't disagree with you. Like, he was kind of killing it. Like, he talked about Cabin Boy. He talked about
I love the Cabin Boy bit.
And then he introduces a bunch of actors who try to get their role in Cabin Boy.
So good. Even Madonna on there was so good. Like, I loved that. I was really, well, and Albert Brooks, and yeah, it was a bunch of them. I thought that was a great bit. But again, that's something that he would have done on late night, you know? So it just probably would have worked better on late night.
Yeah.
I didn't hate his performance whatsoever that night. I'll watch Letterman anywhere.
It doesn't all work, though.
It just does, yeah.
I think he probably should have talked to Tom Hanks before the stupid pet
yeah, because Tom looked so confused.
He looked like, why am I here? Why are you bringing me up here? Like,
right.
Kind of making Tom look bad. Like Tom's not a good sport.
Right.
He tried to be.
You could tell like he kind of felt stupid. He's like, do you want me to stay up here? I
don't want to be up here.
Yeah. Can I just go sit down again?
I'm a little nervous about, this terrible movie that's going to get me an Oscar.
Oh, you're so mean. You really hate Forrest Gump.
I really do. I hate it so much.
It's a national treasure of a film, Sean.
Also what people don't talk about, best animated short, the creators of the directors of a short film called Bob's Birthday won. And they're notable because they went on to make Shaun the Sheep.
That's right.
So it's like this Oscar is like these little things that can just transform lives. Like Shaun the Sheep probably doesn't exist if they don't win an Oscar on this night.
Right. Yeah. I mean, well, definitely would not get the attention that it got for sure. Yeah.
And that Oscar gets you in the door. It gets you to help. It gets you to be able to do the things that you want to do.
No, just in comparison to 2025, we did not have any musical performances at all.
I thought there was one. No, the James Bond bit
that no one cared about.
That was really awful.
It's so bad. Like no one cared about that. But like we have all of these like things that all of these movies that had beautiful music in it. You don't have to have a top 10 hit to perform it on the Oscars. If it's a beautiful song, I mean, again, I'm not a huge Elton John fan, but I would have liked to have seen Brandi Carlile and Elton John perform their song just because Brandi Carlile has a voice of a goddamn angel and everybody should love her. So, but like, I mean, it's like we just kind of took, because music and movies to me, they coexist. Like they have to be. There's somehow, some way, music and movies belong together. It's peanut butter and jelly. So how you don't honor that and give us bullshit about James Bond, which, by the way, what was the last good James Bond film?
But I've never seen a good James Bond film, if I'm honest.
No, because it's for
hot
dudes.
takes.
Dudes with small cocks. We're like, oh yeah, Bond man. It's dude bro shit. I don't care about their fucking music.
I could care less about James Bond. I don't care. I'm not interested. I don't think any of them have been that good.
No.
I think the sexist fantasies of the 60s weren't that interesting. Roger Moore as the best James Bond because he didn't take it seriously.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and imagine.
But then he goes and stars in like one of the more racist ones. So what are you gonna do?
Of course.
Like,
you take the good, you take the bad. Well, and imagine like Daniel Craig giving his queer performance in Bond. I mean, watching him, fucking dude from behind is a little bit different in Bond. I'd rather see that
movie. Queer is such a great movie.
It's wild though. Like I walked out at the wrong time. I've seen him like vomit up a heart, and I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" And you're like, "They're on drugs." Oh, okay. I could walk out with them having sex anytime, but walking out with like the vomiting up the heart or whatever that was too much for me.
The fact that Luca Guadagnino made Challengers and Queer in the same year is just one of the most amazing statistics in film history. Like,
why do you suppose Queer didn't get did it get anything? Did it even get a nod?
No. That and Challengers both really got ignored, which is really garbage. But what are you going to do? It's the Academy Awards.
Fuck them. Wait, no. Fuck him like Daniel Craig.
Fucking a dude from behind.
Fucking a dude from behind.
Hey, David Allen Greer was at the Oscars in 1995.
Yeah. Good for him.
David Allen Greer performed a song.
Hakuna Matata, right?
Hakuna Matata during the Lion King bit.
They did a whole... Or was it just Hakuna Matata?
They stayed on stage, him and the character actor dude who was with him.
Yeah.
One of those that guy actors whose name just escapes me right now.
Oh, that guy.
You'd know his face if you saw him.
Exactly.
He was in a million movies. But
Right.
He played Timon, or he played Pumbaa, or what is it, Pumbaa, I think? No,
Yeah.
Timon. I don't remember which
We
one
don't
played
know.
which. Doesn't matter.
No.
The sound is so terrible on the whole show.
It's so bad.
And yes, I'm sure some of it has to do with it being a 30-year dub on YouTube. I'm sure that doesn't help, but I can't imagine this even sounded good on the night.
No. And that did not enjoy that part. Did not enjoy that.
One of the big controversies of the 1995 Oscars is the fact that Hoop Dreams was not nominated for Best Documentary, or because there were people like saying this needs to be Best Picture.
Right.
Roger Ebert said straight up, Best Picture, Hoop Dreams. Like above Shawshank, above Pulp Fiction, above everything. He wanted Hoop Dreams to win Best Picture. And I don't disagree, although I think I would prefer Pulp Fiction. He's right. I mean,
yeah.
The fact that this doesn't get nominated is bizarre. It's a bizarre choice.
It really was one of the best films of the year, wasn't it? Like it honestly, honest to God, was. So,
well, it's not a great look either for the Academy Awards to overlook a movie like this. But
did the Academy give any sort of like, oh, it's because they're black? Like,
No.
well, I mean, they may as well, because that's what it sounds like to me. But okay. I mean, did they even say, oh, yeah, it just...
The winning movie, because I know there are people who are screaming at their podcast listener device, did go to a female director, Frida Lee Mock, director of Maya Lin, which I'm sure is quite good. But, I mean, Hoop Dreams was pretty incredible.
Yeah.
And just the fact that it wasn't nominated is just it's just so ludicrous.
It's just a glaring omission. 100% a glaring
and Crumb, for that matter. Crumb not getting nominated for Best Documentary.
Crumb, what was that about?
Bar Crumb.
Oh, Crumb. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Also not nominated.
Well, if it just had been better, I mean, maybe try harder next time. I don't know. It's such a dick thing to say. I don't know. Try harder next time.
Try harder to win that subjective award for artistry.
Look, I don't know about you, but I do a podcast. So I think my opinions are pretty on point.
They wouldn't let me host a podcast if I did.
Not everyone can host a podcast. Well, that's true. Not everyone can host a podcast. That's not true.
Roger Avery had to pee, in case you missed that. Was that his tribute to Forrest Gump, maybe?
Yeah. I think he said he had to pee. It's not funny.
Roger Avery, was that a shot at Forrest Gump? Just let us know. Just kind of put a signal out there, maybe.
Bring it up in the chat, Roger. We know you're listening. This is the most important podcast ever.
Forrest Gump wins Best Adapted Screenplay. What fucking movie were you watching? Sorry.
You're so mad.
Best Adapted Soundtrack?
You know the great thing about that soundtrack? You could literally just own all the albums that those songs came from. Just do that.
Most people do.
But no, they don't. Because they go out and it's like, oh, well, those are the hits. Finally. My really poor music taste all on 2 discs. Cool. You know, it's like, give me the hit. Play a hit.
What's Forrest doing now? He running? Running on.
It keeps you running.
Oh, God.
Which is one of my favorite songs.
Where's he going? Vietnam? To play Credence. Jesus Christ.
Let's guide the film viewer.
Oh, look, there's hippies. Come on, people now. For fuck's sake.
It was so impressive how dumb they thought we were.
Was the Make-A-Wish kid, like, they let him make a movie? as like a little favor.
Could
and he's
you
like,
imagine?
I know how to make a movie. You put a bunch of songs, you see a thing and you play a song, and then you see a thing and you play a song.
Oh, there you go, Bobby. You're learning.
Uh,
You know what? Here's a couple of $1 million. Go make a film about...
Yes, you do get to meet Steven Spielberg. Yes, he will say he's your friend.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Now go brush your teeth. It's time for bed. God bless.
I'm just trying to understand how a movie this terrible gets this many awards. And it really is like one of those cases where it's just doing the most of everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's the most movie. It's the most performance by Hanks. Like, and you know, I was just watching a Thomas Flight video this morning. I've never seen it before, but I just wanted to catch up on it again because I think it's such a great video. And it's about the editing of Bohemian Rhapsody. And Bohemian Rhapsody, a terrible film.
Mm-hmm.
Just genuinely terrible.
I hated that movie.
One best editing at the Oscars. And it's one of the worst edited films of all time.
It's like they just wanted to throw it a bone.
Like, no. See, the thing is, the Flight breaks it down, like, why it's bad. Like, the cuts are bad, the eye lines are bad. Like, he's pointing it out. And the main reason why, and he comes around to it at the end, is that it's the most obvious editing. Like, anyone watching Bohemian Rhapsody can see where the edits are and go, that's a lot of editing. I bet that must have been hard. Not the best editing where it's like, you know, you'd never even fucking notice it and it's just this perfectly seamless, beautifully told story. No. That's the most edits I've ever seen. And that's got to be the best edited movie.
Sir, this is not the most edited. You know, like, could you imagine, like, there's a whole thing just for most editing? And then, like, people just sitting there just like,
Michael
jump cut. Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure he's been nominated, or his team has been nominated. I'm sure of that.
It's so Michael Bay. Fucking piece of shit.
Oh, such trash.
Sorry, Michael. You might be a nice guy. You just make
the thing
shit
about it is,
movies.
like, the editing branch has to answer for this, too, because they're like, they put it forward. Like, they know what good editing is, but they also ended up nominating him. Like, I get it when it gets to the big, like, maybe they didn't think it would win, but there's enough editors out there who thought, like, yeah, let's nominate that one. It's got the most editing in it. I bet that they were watching that going, I bet that was hard. We can give him an award for.
Oh my God. No.
Like, I get but like when you go out, take it out to the rest of the Academy and it's like everybody's voting on it, you know, then I get it. Like, because they're they're not educated in editing to know, you know, what a good edit looks like.
So they wouldn't know any better.
Like, you know, a guy who's been acting for 20 years might not be a great editor. You know, I get that. Like, maybe not. Maybe they don't know the art. Whatever. That's fine. I can understand them casting a vote thinking, well, that's a lot of editing. That must be best. Because when I act, I do the most. So
it's the most.
That's what it comes down to so often, though, at the Academy Awards. It's like this movie did more of everything, and it's very obvious, and the work is very obvious.
It's so weird. I don't like it. More means good. What did we learn today, class? More means good.
So you may have recently noticed on social media, a lot of mentions of Raul Julia.
Yeah.
It's because that 30 years ago, he passed away.
He did.
He would have been, I believe, 80 years old this year, if he were still alive. But he was in the in memoriam in this one. And you got the biggest applause.
Yep, right there at the end.
It's just why they ever allowed that to happen?
Is the applause?
Why did you leave the mic open? Why are you leaving the mic open during this? Like, it's just so awkward. Like, here's this, this woman who's been like a legendary casting director for 40 years, dead silence. Raul Julia. Like,
this casting, she changed people's lives. You know? I mean, nothing against, because I love Raul Julia.
I do too.
Love him,
don't leave the mic open. Just play a nice, cozy orchestral.
Yeah.
And close the mic and don't let anybody. They've literally in the past told people, please don't clap during the memorial. And it's like, no, just turn the mic off and don't play any of their sound from the room.
Or tell those fuckers that are up in the balcony to shut their goddamn gobs. Maybe.
Just don't.
Just don't do it.
Nobody clapped for Cameron Mitchell. Not one clap.
Oh, maybe don't clap for death. I mean, I've said this before. I'll say it again. It's a bit gauche, I think.
Amy, it's been 30 years since we lost Cameron Mitchell. I was just hoping maybe you might give people a brief Cameron Mitchell retrospective.
Oh, let's talk about Space Mutiny, guys. He's like Santa, and he's like, finally, Christmas comes to Santa. Some great moments. I love him. He was also in several episodes of Murder, She Wrote, one of the greatest shows of all time. So, yeah, I miss him. I'm sad he's gone. But Space Mutiny was his most important work.
Now, Amy, it's been a week since you saw these Academy Awards. Do you remember who won Best Actress?
Wait for it. She had a blue dress on. It wasn't Jessica Lange.
It was Jessica Lange.
It was Jessica Lange. The only reason was because how we watched it, it cut her out at first. We didn't get to see her accept that award.
Circled back around and watch it.
And again, even when we went back, we're like, that movie? And then we found out what the fuck happened to that movie, which is so weird.
A movie called Blue Sky, which was released technically in 1994, but the director had been dead for 3 years by the time
this is so wild.
the movie came out.
That's so weird. I'm sorry, that's weird.
It's a wild story, yeah. Like the director had died 3 years earlier. The movie had just been sitting there, not doing anything, and then it gets released and she wins an Oscar for it.
Yeah, it's like, could you imagine? It's like, they call her up and it's like, oh, you're nominated for Blue Sky. She goes, what film? Like she just forgot about it.
Are you sure? I made that one a while ago.
Yeah. No, we're pretty sure it's you. You're the director. He's dead, right?
The one with Tommy Lee Jones?
Yeah. Guys?
I'm pretty sure I made that in 1990.
1990, yeah.
I don't remember this movie.
So you don't mean like this is like some sort of like tribute to the director or no? No, we just don't really have anybody else that we want to nominate this year. And we found this video in my basement and said, oh, let's check that one out. No one else has seen it. I don't mean that to be mean. I like Jessica Lange. So.
But has anyone seen Blue Sky?
It's not like they're quoting it like Forrest Gump. Like you walk around. Some people are in the Forrest Gump faction. Some are in the Blue Sky faction. And then I just quote Blue Sky like the rest of the day. But I can't because I don't know anything about that.
Because nobody's fucking seen it.
It's not even real. Like
it's an AI-generated movie.
AI-generated movie.
That went back in time.
Hey, time travel's possible in the future. We don't know what's going on.
I'm looking up just to see who else was nominated that year, and it was...
Oh, no.
Taya in the Wind.
Oh, no!
Nell was nominated for Best Actress that year. Miranda Richardson in Tom and Viv, another movie that no one remembers at all.
Tom and Viv, that's right.
Winona Ryder in Little Women, and Susan Sarandon in The Client. Yeah, it was thin. I like The Client. The Client is the most mainstream, like... it's a fucking Michael Crichton movie. Or not Michael, Grisham, John Grisham movie. Same thing.
Same thing. Yeah.
They're the same.
Synonymous.
It's a John Grisham movie. Like, I realize that she's very charismatic, but like, this is not the kind of performance that wins an Academy Award. Let's be real.
Not to be rude, and sorry, Susan, but well.
But then, we've been through 1994. Can you think of a Best Actress candidate who didn't get picked? Like, can you think of one that did not?
Oh, and I was thinking about this, and I'm like, but when did Mira Sorvino? But I don't think that was till 97, was it?
Yeah, it's not this year. Yeah. I mean, you could have gone with, Denise Richards for Tammy and the T-Rex. That could have been a thing. Maybe?
That sounds stupid. Go ahead. What a bad idea.
Demi Moore for Disclosure.
Okay. I mean, if you're going to do it. Right? That's so wild.
Yeah, but like, look at the movies that we watched in 1994. Can you think of one? There's like, this actress was amazing in this 1994 movie. No. Like, Jane March in Color of Night. No. In fact, no.
I mean, yes, but probably not. Wow.
How about, okay, Dark Horse, Kathleen Turner and Serial Mom. If you want to go weird with it, that's a hell of a performance.
That's one hell of a performance. Okay, that I would vote for. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely.
I mean,
if you're gonna go weird, just be weird. Just do the weird thing. That's all we're asking.
Yeah. Natalie Portman didn't get nominated for Leon. Maybe that could have been something.
And she's so little then. She was like, what, 12?
But she was incredible.
She was incredible.
She was incredible at that movie. So
absolutely.
I could live with that. But yeah, it was thin pickings, it was slim pickings for a best actress. Because like Uma Thurman's not in Pulp Fiction long enough to get nominated. There aren't even any women in Shawshank Redemption that have any like role to play.
Just like everything.
Just like the technical awards.
Not one woman.
I mean, there wasn't a woman in 8 Seconds who's going to get nominated, the Luke Perry movies.
I can't believe you even had to say the Luke Perry movie.
Well, like
I wouldn't know what 8 Seconds was.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen's not going to get nominated for Saved by the Bell in Las Vegas.
But what if she did? It wouldn't make it very good.
Yeah, 1994 was terrible.
It was terrible.
It's no wonder they reached back to 1990 to get a Best Actress.
Guys, we're desperate here. We're going to go ahead and...
Susan Sarandon and The Client.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Use that one.
Go with that one.
Do that one.
I got this movie from 1994 that's pretty good. Or 1991 that's pretty good. Let's use that one.
Oh. Yeah, let's use that one. Good idea.
How did it win? What do we... Wait, we just filled out the category, honestly.
I just want like somebody like in an interview go like, that's not a real movie. Somebody needs to say that. God damn it.
Yeah, it was a bad year, so it does make sense. Tom Hanks winning for Forrest Gump doesn't make any sense, but that's just another thing. He was up against Pulp Fiction. He was up against John Travolta. I would take that role over what Hanks did. Morgan Freeman in Shawshank. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding?
Is it a joke?
It's a joke. It's clearly a joke.
Also, Morgan Freeman gets nominated. Tim Robbins does not.
Make that make sense. Make that make sense.
I don't know.
I don't understand.
I don't get it. Yeah. Well, at least Martin Landau won.
For Ed Wood?
Yeah.
Yeah, at least there was that.
There was that.
But at the same time, it's...
What did Diane Weiss do anything funny in her speech? I noted it, but then I didn't write down anything about
it. Was that Best Supporting?
Yeah, Best Supporting Actress for Bullets Over Broadway.
Well, she was fabulous.
Oh, she thanked Harvey Weinstein repeatedly.
That's right. Sean and I are both sitting there. We're just like, our teeth are bared. We're cringing so hard. And we're like, this is going to age poorly, isn't it? Yeah. Sorry, Diane.
And I would have gone with Uma Thurman to win that one.
Yeah.
Just to say. But, it is what it is. And then she thanked Harvey Weinstein profusely.
Harvey, you're a wonderful man. Oh, no, he's not. He's actually really bad. Really, really bad.
Yeah. But I mean, he probably didn't treat Diane Weiss that bad because...
Look, she's not casting couch at that point, is she? He's not going to fuck her, is he? Nothing against you, Diane. I think you're beautiful, but what I'm saying is you're not Mary Sorvino.
Jennifer Tilly, what do you think of her?
Yeah. Oh, my God.
I'm thinking her experience with this might have been a little bit different.
A little bit different.
Same movie, different experience.
Absolutely.
I'm not speaking for Jennifer Tilly. I don't know. Maybe she loves the guy. I don't know.
I have a hard time. Because she's definitely one of the more outspoken people out there. So, yeah, I don't think so. I think everyone hates him, and they should.
Yeah.
Because he's a rat bastard who goes to hell. Needs to go to hell.
And Trump's going to pardon him. And then give him a camera position.
I hate this world. I hate this world.
Oh, this is the timeline and community where they all have an eye patch.
I miss that show. Those moments. This is the worst timeline. We are definitely in the worst timeline. God damn it.
So Forrest Gump beat Four Weddings and a Funeral, Pulp Fiction, Quiz Show, and Shawshank Redemption to win Best Picture, which it is not even the first best in that room. It's not even the second best movie, and not even the third or fourth best in that category.
What are you saying?
Frankly, Forrest Gump should not have been nominated for Best Picture.
You're just so angry at this movie.
Tammy and the T-Rex is a better movie than Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump. It's a better movie than Forrest Gump. And that one has Paul Walker's brain inside of a dinosaur. So, I mean...
What?
How do you not know what Tammy and the T-Rex is?
I feel like you're just blowing smoke up my ass at this. I've never heard of this movie.
So Paul Walker gets beat up by a bunch of bullies at school because he was talking to Denise Richards. And he gets kidnapped by Terry Kaiser, who was a crazy scientist.
He loved to, he's burning.
He takes Paul Walker's brain out of his body and inserts it into a dinosaur. And then the dinosaur comes back to life, and the dinosaur is Paul Walker. And Paul Walker gets revenge against his bullies by eating them as a dinosaur. Meanwhile, Denise Richards, who falls in love with him as a dinosaur, she then sets about trying to find various different bodies to put his brain into by going to the morgue with his gay best friend to find a body to put Paul Walker's brain into.
You have a great imagination.
It's a real fucking movie. That movie exists. As a Mystery Science Theater fan, how do you not know?
We've never discussed Tammy and the T-Rex, not once.
They probably can get the rights to it on MST.
I just feel like they abandoned me. They didn't tell me about this movie. How?
Yeah, I didn't see it. It didn't have I guess it got released direct to video. So we didn't see it theatrically. So, I mean, there was no way to slip it into the show last year.
5.3 out of 10. I mean, that's still half. You know what I mean? Like, that's, wow.
There's a lot of ironic appreciation for it.
Tammy and the T-Rex.
Mm-hmm.
That's...
Little T-Rex arms. Eating people.
Just like...
with Paul Walker's brain.
Well, rest in peace, Paul, but
right.
It just seems weird to me.
It's a good thing that you always be remembered for Tammy and the T-Rex.
Tammy and the T-Rex. The greatest film ever made.
Denise Richards' second biggest mistake.
We all know what the first one is, don't we?
Hashtag winning.
Hashtag winning. Get tiger's blood, man. God, no one is going to realize how funny that is if they're under a certain age now. Like, it's weird. But that's damn funny.
Charlie Sheen is receded from the public eye, which is a good thing.
I think that's a great thing. Yep.
Yeah. Although he was praising his 18-year-old daughter's OnlyFans, which is kind of makes me wonder who he voted for.
Because it sounds eerily close to that guy that's hanging out in the White House with Elon.
Oh, President Musk.
President Musk. All hail. Did you see his new haircut?
What is it?
It's
is
a
it a Keanu Reeves?
No, it's a Hitler cut. Like, he has it like a fade and everything. Yeah, guys, he's telling you who he is. You fucking idiots.
Amy, he's just trolling. He's trolling you.
I hate him so much.
He's going to get a little mustache.
You know what?
You would not be surprised if next week he rocked up with a Hitler mustache.
No, nothing.
Like, guys, get it? Is it funny? I'm triggering the libs, guys. Get it? You get it?
Triggering the libs.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
The Tesla protests are giving me life, though.
Yeah, that'll take.
He's lost over $100 billion, and stockholders are in revolt,
and yet he still smiles. Like, don't smile. I don't like you. Stop smiling.
No one likes you.
No
one.
No one likes you. No one invited you. No one wants you here. We don't want you going to Hibiscus Island with us. We've told you how to do your hair. We've told you how to...
Why would you make him Muriel in that scenario?
I don't want to, but like I've just been thinking about her. That's all.
Amy wants to talk about Muriel's wedding.
It's about goddamn time.
So the Academy Awards are over, and we're talking about Muriel's wedding.
Yes,
because we've got 10 minutes left in the show.
I was gonna say, my God, the whole thing's about fucking 1995. And we haven't even touched on Muriel.
We talked about the 1995 Oscar.
Well, that's true.
Muriel's Wedding, directed by P.J. Hogan, stars Toni Collette as Muriel, who is just dreams of being married. It's her one thing. She just wants to wear that dress. Yep. It means the world to her, but she's never had a boyfriend. She doesn't have a job. She has a terrible family who doesn't like her very much.
They're awful people.
Except for her mom.
Don't, because I'm going to start crying. That made me cry. Oh my God, here I go. That made me cry in the movie.
Well, when she just walks past her mom.
Oh God, don't. And the woman who plays her mom, oh my God. Where is she today? I need to know she's alive and okay. I want to go hug her because that just broke my heart.
That's the saddest performance in film.
Oh my God.
It's like that and like the dog from Futurama. Like,
oh no. Don't David Tennant me. I can't do it. Oh, God, why? Why would you do that to bring up the dog from Future? You can't do that. Holy shit. Yeah, Muriel's mom, the dog from Futurama, and David Tennant saying,
I don't want to go.
Oh, God!
He came back.
I know, but that's still like the saddest thing. And then Bernard Cribbin's crying when he sees him as he's going away. Oh, my God. Anyway, Muriel's Wedding was a really good movie. I love Toni Collette in this movie so much.
This movie is hard to watch, though. Like, there are some elements here that are just, like, it's bordering into mean-spiritedness, like, a lot.
Yeah.
Muriel has friends who hate her. Her friends don't like her at all.
They just hate her, yeah.
They're so rude. And when she tries to, when they tell her that they're going like on a vacation without her, she's just like just devastated. And then she steals money from her dad to then take that trip herself. And
Muriel lies a lot.
All the time.
I mean, it's kind of like just her life there. But like the thing that I always loved about her was she was in love with love, which I totally get. Like that, she was very much, I really related to that. And also not feeling the pretty people. Like I just never looked like pretty friends. You know what I mean? I didn't have the blonde hair. I didn't have any of that. I was chunky and redheaded. So like this movie really spoke to me on a different level. And she's just so good in it. And then, you know, her friends who basically tell her, hey, we don't like you. We don't, you know, we've tried to tell you how to look. We've tried to style, you know, but you're not listening.
We tried to teach you to suck cock.
We tried to teach you to suck cock like the best of us. And you fucked it up. You fucked it up. So they all fuck off to Hibiscus Island. And Muriel gets a goddamn blank check from her mom, her poor sweet mom. And just, again, she blatantly steals money from her parents just so she can go and have this group, like, acknowledge her.
Based on a true story.
Is it?
P.J. Hogan's own sister stole $15,000 from their family, ran off and created a new life for herself.
So was P.J. Hogan kind of the Perry of the group?
Oh my God, Perry J.
Yeah, oh.
No, I don't know if that's his name or not.
That would be funny though, wouldn't it? That'd be so funny. Yeah, so yay. Jeannie Drynan played mom, and she's still alive.
That's good.
So
that's good. I'm not seeing if she's still acting or not.
From here, I don't really. Yeah, it looks like that may have been one of the last things she actively did. Maybe. I don't know. I love her, and if she ever wants a hug, I will give it to her. I will give it to her freely.
She's just so sad.
She's so sad, but she has the sweetest little face. She She did a voice on Bluey?
Oh.
Oh, stop it. Did she?
That woman on Bluey? Are you kidding me?
Oh my God, that just makes me even more. I'm done crying for the day. But if she says sweet things on Bluey, that makes me like, oh, I can't even.
Then Rachel Griffiths is introduced and steals the entire movie.
Oh, that fucking bitch. I love her so much. You're all a bunch of cocksuckers. Like, I cannot do that Australian accent, but I love everything she says to the pretty blondes.
Yeah.
She nails it. Just nails it.
And it's cathartic, too, because they've been mistreating Muriel, and, like, she meets this woman who, Rhonda, who she actually went to school with, but they didn't spend any time with because she was trying to be with these popular kids.
Right.
And she talks about how Muriel just never talked, and she didn't even really know she was friends with these bitches.
And they are bitches.
They are bitches.
Like we're opening that film, and one of them is getting married, and Muriel catches the bouquet, and then they all get mad at her for it.
Yeah.
Because they want their other friend to have caught it. And then one of the bridesmaids also goes off and fucks the new bride's husband.
Yeah.
And they're all horrible. They're all horrible.
Chook. The husband's name is Chook.
I'm gonna divorce Chook.
Which, in Australian, it's a slang term for chicken or chickie. It's like I guess he's like a chickie. It's like a chicken.
He said total fucking chicken.
But in Chinese, it's actually Chook means a mistake.
Which I think is brilliant.
It's a nice little touch there.
Beautiful.
It's like Chook is a believable, like somebody who like, I could see somebody getting that as a nickname, like if you remind people of a chicken or something.
Yeah.
Or like one time you chickened out on something and like ever since then you were Chook. It makes sense, but then it also has that double meaning where it's like it also means a mistake.
Which I definitely I take
it's a
that.
Nice throwaway gag.
Absolutely.
It's like the kind of thing that a good screenwriter, Eric Roth, pay attention. A good screenwriter will do something like that where they just kind of, subtly will throw in things that are just little details. I get that you didn't need that, Eric Roth, writer of Forrest Gump, but
you're very mad.
Maybe we could teach you subtlety by watching this movie.
I know this drives people nuts when I do this, but I like to look up pictures of actors before they, got into the roles that they're in. But I am looking up a picture of Jeannie Dryden, and oh my God, she's fucking beautiful. Look at that.
Oh,
isn't she gorgeous? She just has the world's sweetest face. You guys, if you know her, if you know anyone in her family, find out where she lives and go hug her for me. And tell her I would be proud to have her as my mom.
And then track down Gabby Milgate and just have her say her line in the movie. You're terrible.
It's the greatest fucking line. My friend Russ, and I hadn't seen Muriel's Wedding, but he would always get mad. He's like, you have to see the movie. You have to see the movie. And then like if I did something that was a little bit off color or randy, let's just say, slept with somebody I should have slept with, and telling him about it, he goes, "You're terrible, Muriel." And he would do it with this, and I'd be like, what's that from? And then when I finally saw this, I'm like, God, there's that fucking line again. Now I remember it. So good though. And it's every time she sees Muriel, except for the end, which again, such a beautiful little moment there, because Joni's finally realizing this is not just a soap opera in my house that I'm watching. This is real fucking life, They all sit around smoking cigarettes and watching footy. It's great.
Yeah, her family just seems to pile out of they just seem to fall through doors. Just there's a new family member, just like every scene it would seem.
It's so
None
weird.
of them have a job.
None of them. And like the dad, that's the whole thing is like the dad keeps telling all of them how useless they are. And I think that was like the hardest part. It's like, God, my dad never said I was useless, but he never said I was
useful.
Sometimes people don't know how to say what they mean. And I get that. I understand that feeling. So
I'm marrying Deidre.
Deirdre.
Oh my God. I hated that woman so much.
He was a horrible...
He was a terrible father. Yeah, I hated him. He's like a dick.
He's a total fucking...
I kind of like that he lost all of his money in his position.
Yeah. And he, this is after he's blaming the kids for everything.
Also, it's a great performance, though, to make people to be so hateful and just kind of like, but he's like so relaxed about it.
So, and I do love that kind of departure with Muriel saying,
he's just got,
Dad, you got to take care of these kids.
Yeah.
It's not, I'm 23 years old, I'm not going to stay here and raise the kids that you didn't want. And we were waiting for that kind of.
It's a lovely cathartic moment at the end.
Yeah, it really is. Means a lot.
But yeah, he delivers a great performance as the ultimate villain of the movie.
It's so true. But also, I just want to say, this sounds so, I know this drives people nuts, but the soundtrack was also a character in this film. I love saying that. It's the dumbest fucking thing. New York was just another character in the cast. Like they always say. But the truth is, ABBA plays such a huge role in this movie. Muriel actually has a line. She's like, when we got to Sydney, I stopped listening to ABBA because my life was as good as an ABBA song. I didn't need to listen to it anymore. And that
better than Dancing Queen.
That choked me up. And
Roger Ebert said exactly the same thing in his review. He pointed out that specific line.
What a great line. And what a great delivery of it, too. And I never got the symbolism when I watched it for the first time, I think, 10 years ago. When they're singing Waterloo, when they're up there performing, it's like they're finally facing their Waterloo, which is the fucking bitches. And I'm like, God, that's so good. I never put that together until watching it. But then I also didn't watch it with subtitles.
Yeah.
It's like I could actually kind of start putting things together a little bit easier. But yeah, I love this movie. It's so nice to actually have a good movie that we get to watch. It's so rare.
It's so rare because 1994 and 95 have been pretty terrible.
They suck, but
95 a little bit better so far.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
this
Before Sunrise
spot.
And this. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, exactly. Now.
Heavyweights wasn't bad.
I was like, we liked Heavyweights. That's right. Okay. Not bad.
Not bad.
But it's not going to get better. I was just looking at this. Where's my list here? All right. So we just got past that. For our choices for next week, is it everything that's the 17th?
Yeah, around the 17th.
So it's Bye Bye Love starring Paul Reiser, or Candyman, Farewell to the Flesh. That's a Bill Condon movie starring Toni Todd. Or it's Losing Isaiah with Jessica Lange.
Good God.
And now you have to choose it.
Why am I? It's your job to choose. It's Candyman, Farewell to the Flesh, because Bye Bye Love is not available. That movie has lost media at this point.
And Losing Isaiah is just out. It has 45% on Rotten Tomatoes. Candyman has 21%.
Yes, but Candyman has Toni Todd. The late, great Toni.
Well, again, Bill Condon, he's a good director.
Directed Dreamgirls.
So... what the fuck were you doing, Bill Condon?
He was pretty young. He's just early in his career.
I made that Candyman movie, Farewell to the Flesh. You might remember.
Can I now make my James Whale gay movie, please? I don't know. Candyman did okay, I guess. All right. You can have Brendan Fraser fucking Ian McKellen.
Candyman.
Dreaming. It was a dream. He didn't actually get to...
right. But Candyman really was, like, he could write a check to the world with Candyman, Farewell to the Flesh. So I guess we're going to watch that shitty-ass movie next week.
Farewell to the Flesh. Hey. Farewell.